Well, good morning / good afternoon / good evening, everybody out there in Beatles YouTube podcast land. Andy Nichols here, the backwards traveler, here on remote location as I continue my journey across America, seeing Paul this tour. Happy to be here today for the Sunday Live here on my own channel. Continuing to do that on different channels as the journey goes on, whether it's Hands Across the Water or it's Two Legs or it's right here on my own channel, which if you're not familiar with it, I kind of did rebrand it a few weeks ago and updated it and told everybody I'd be doing more stuff right here on my own channel outside of Two Legs. And it's nice to see already some of the regulars chiming in here. Lynette, she's in our Discord. Hi, Lynette. Hello, Jeffrey and Christian. Hi, guys. Good to see you here today. Going to be a quick, probably 45-minute, 1 hour live stream here. Hopefully the Sunday family find their way into this chat. I did post a link to it on Discord. Discord on the Two Legs YouTube channel. So people could find it usually on there. They could find it here. So hopefully they do find it, and hop in for a chat just for a little bit. Talk about the gigs, what's coming down the pike, anything is on the table. What you might have read, stories, news, rumors that are coming down the pipeline. Joe Mantaneo, you're always good for that. You got to watch that stuff, Joe, because what you see online is not always real. What you see, in fact, most of it's fake, and I think I told you that. So, hello, Mr. Liverani, MVP. Hello. Let's see here. Lynn with one N. Hello, darling. How are you? Amato. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's fun. I made a little, I'm not the biggest, content creator with reels and stuff like that, but I made a really fun one for Minneapolis on Instagram. And it's a kind of great way to kind of just do a quick summary of the show, the arena, tell you all a bit about it, and do it in a quick way to share it with you all and kind of bring you there in the moment, whether that's the merch table or the venue. And, not every day you get to be on the floor of a football stadium looking up at 60,000 people, It's pretty special. But thank you. Yeah, second show. Or as I'm calling it, the second leg here. This is the big, long stretch where I'm away from home for 10 days. And I'm here in Minneapolis for another night. Going to watch some New York Giants football, play the Denver Broncos in a little bit. It's weird here with the time. Football, that game starts at 3 o'clock. It's not used to the Eastern time zone. But that'll be a little bit later. And it's been a busy city, Minneapolis. All the Uber drivers and the hotel shuttle people have said that it's been a busy weekend with Paul McCartney coming into town, playing Minneapolis for the first time since 2016. And the Minnesota Vikings are playing the Philadelphia Eagles today, so lots of different sports jerseys and stuff. So it's been a bustling town. I did check out the Mall of America. Wow, that was gigantic. 4-story indoor water park, theme park in there. And now I know why it's the biggest mall in the world, because it is. I ended up meeting Tom there before the show, and we took the train over together as we watched it. And we recapped the Minneapolis show properly yesterday on Two Legs with my man Jeremy Potteralla, because he went to Des Moines. So we kind of did a twofer. Tom was traveling, so we just did that on Two Legs. But yeah. Yeah, the MVP, she joins the third leg of the tour in November. And I'm just so privileged and I'm so blessed to be able to do this and travel and see Paul. It's a once in a lifetime trip. I'm not a fan on the run. People are calling me fan. Listen, they're Rick and Joan and all those people. They've been traveling countries and seeing hundreds of shows. I'm just a fan, a hardcore fan. But I don't do the extent of traveling they do. But hey, it's my own little version. It's my own little Andy trip, But I did see a couple. They were there, Tom. Some of them were there. Dave Glassbarrow, I think you've seen him. He took some great photos. Matt Whitaker, as you and I were messaging yesterday, he was also there. And some of them were there. And as I mentioned on the show, our friend Rick was there too from Minneapolis. We see him in Chicago fests. Mrs. Beatley Tone, hi, hello, stranger. Get that spreadsheet up to code. Now jump on there. Jump on there, Lynn. It's a great way to create content. Interesting at the show, I didn't talk about this in the recap. If they have a QR code on the video screen before the video scroll starts, you can get a little a 45-second teaser trailer of the Man on the Run documentary, which I think you might have seen that already. That's kind of leaked out there online. I know that my friend Boyan sent it to me. It's a quick 45-second trailer, but when you do get to the venue, before the scroll starts, and you can scan a QR code and see a little 45-second trailer of it. And I'll be honest, the documentary is probably going to be all the stuff that we hardcore fans know inside and out and forgotten 6 ways from Sunday. But it is a modern take on Wings with the surviving members of Wings fully participating. So that's refreshing. What Wingspan really should have been, in my opinion. And that's really what it should have been. And that drops in February. So we shall see. And of course, we always talk about set lists. And I think I saw it on the magazine page. Tom had said that we think that like maybe by November, one song will slot in there, possibly, who knows. I think Help is going to be the one that stays in there the whole time. Help's not going to change. Whether he slides something else in there to promote Wings when it drops next month, we'll see. Because the Nashville show is basically hits when the compilation comes out. So we should see if it changes. I think we'll get a change. And then I met a couple of friends here in this show who have followed us on social media and stuff. It was cool. This gentleman by the name of Steve Horvath from Canada, which was cool. Met him in Newark, actually. He had a Paul shirt on. I had a Paul shirt on. Then, went to our hotels. Then I'm leaving the gig, and he comes out the side door, and we ended up chatting all the way back to getting our respective hotels back. He's a good dude, and he might join me at some point too. Good guy. Some of you guys might be mutual friends with him. Big Lennon guy. Yeah, that was more about Paul and Linda than the band. It was. Timing was wrong for that too, I think. Christian asks, in your opinion, do you think this will be Paul's last U.S. tour? I personally do. I do. Full scale tour. Now, will he come back and do the occasional pop-up show in some cities, maybe here and there? Maybe the intimate gig here and there? I think that's probably very likely. But big, massive, full-size stadium shows, I think, are coming to an end. That's why he's hitting these places like Coors Field and Allegiant Stadium. And all these, and last night in Minneapolis, he's probably not going to come back to these cities again. In fact, fun fact, I couldn't believe he only played Minneapolis 7 times when you include the Beatles too. It's not a city he comes to a lot. Did you get a chance? Yes, it does. Yes, I did. Wait, you're talking about what video you're talking about, Tom? Is that the current recap of like the whole Got Back? Yeah, that came out a few weeks ago, where it's like the map and it has the cities on all the countries he's gone to. That's the one you're referring to? Right. I mean, 83. God bless him. Still not a sip of water. He doesn't take a break. He's the consummate professional. He gives the people what they want, and it's always enjoyable. So we've got trivia today, an abridged trivia, 5 questions, but they're all Maca touring based. Yeah, send me the link, Tom. I'm sure I've seen it, but if you could send me it again, that'd be great. They're all Paul McCartney touring based, and they have multi answers, nerdy stats and things like that. Just a quick one, because I do have a Hands Across the Water recording in about an hour with Beatley Tone and Kyle, and we're going to be talking to young lady by the name of Kyla, not Kyla and Kyle, Kyla, who we met in Chicago. And she attended her first Paul McCartney concert ever with her dad at Denver about a week ago. So we're going to kind of get her on there and get her take on what it was like to see Paul for the first time as the couple that I sat next to. His name was Andrew, and I forget what his fiance's name was, but she was a doll. If you watch my Instagram reel, they were in there. Again, it's so nice to watch first time people watch a Paul show. As I said with Jeremy, we always enjoy it. But when you see people for the first time react to like Live and Let Die fireworks and stuff, and you know it's coming, but they don't, and you're like, oh, they're gonna like this. It is fun. We'll always appreciate it because we love Paul, but first time reactions are the best. They really are. Thank you, Tom. Hello, Tony D from Chicago. You'll be there. And Chicago would be nice, but there's just not enough time to fit it all in. Got Tulsa. I leave for Tulsa tomorrow. Hot Sound. So I'm really excited that the next two shows I've got sound check. So Tom Liverani, as I told you yesterday, I'm going to take my phone out. Actually, can I do that during sound check? Paul's people are pretty tight about that. I'm not going to take video, but I don't know. I will write it down because you get so lost in the moment when you're watching it, right? And you're watching it and like, oh my God, he's doing Ramon or he's doing Midnight Special. And I still haven't seen a list of a sound check from that the other night. Although my friend Rick Clevin told me that he played Honey Hush in the sound check, which is cool because that doesn't get an airing a whole lot often either. And I would love to hear Junior's Farm during sound check. I've heard Junior's Farm a bunch of times, but never in a sound check. I'm really excited to hear that with only a few, 100 people in attendance, which would be really cool. And then we were talking yesterday. I was talking to my friend Boyan yesterday, and can you imagine in Nashville, if we go to Nashville, when we go to Nashville, Junior's Farm is going to be played, because he wrote it there. But how cool would it be if he played Sally G? The Wings release is coming out. Like, come on, Paul, you wrote Sally G in this town. Give us Sally G during sound check. I think we'll all collectively just melt and die on the floor if you play Sally G. Never say never. Listen, even in sound check when he does Ramon, you get a couple of strands of Big Barn Bed, and I'm like, just keep going. Who's that coming round? Oh. So he gives us these little cookies and never say never. Lynn, this is a great comment. I think you left on the Two Legs page. A professionally filmed concert. Yeah. That would be great. And I must say, at Paul's shows, his camera team, although if you have a seat on the sides, that crane, as you guys know, you fans on the run and you diehards know, will always kind of obstruct your view. And I have a crane view for Tulsa. I will deal. I'm on Brian's side for that, but I'm in the 6th row. So I will deal, and maybe I'll just sneak my way to the left. Every city is different, with security. Like last Friday night, there was a guy hanging in the aisle, and security was like they were like, get back to your seat. I'm like, whoa. But in Vegas was tough too, as Ted can remember, that you have to have the wristband to get on the rail. And although we'll see how Tulsa is, I have a feeling Tulsa is going to be a little bit low key. There's some seats available still. Curiously enough, too, there's 20 Hot Sound tickets left for San Antonio for next week, which is not resale, like regular, which I can't believe because that would be more of a desirable gig than Tulsa, I would imagine. So I'm really surprised that there's a lot of that available still. You ain't kidding, Ted. Good afternoon, sir. Go Giants later. Yeah, she's nice. Beatly Tone had her on his channel. Joe asks, do you think this new album will be a retrospective album? Well, I think so. Paul's songwriting has always been retrospective / reflective for a long time, especially once he got into his 70s. You think about things like Early Days on New and things like that. I mean, Early Days opens up the video scroll. And I know we talked about that, but sent you a message with the video. Okay. Yeah, we're going to just because we're live, it doesn't matter. We're just going to take a look at it right now because we can.
Let me show
as soon as we get through the ad here. Thank you, Tom. What video is this here now? Oh, is this? Okay, this is Pro Shot then. All right. No, I didn't see this. Okay. I did not see this. Oh, so this is not an official video. It's from a YouTuber, Michael J. McGee. So okay, interesting. Interesting. Looks like it's good quality. I'll check it out. But again, as we said, you can't judge YouTube videos. You can't. You cannot compare that to being in the moment. Stadium sound, Coors Field. Okay, Coors Field. That poster was cool too. The bat. But I got to say, Minneapolis is the winner so far for me. I love the blue. I love the base with the flowers on it. Really classy. Really nice. Hello, Mr. Boyce. Yes, from Minneapolis. Not much of a view here. Highways and buildings. Other than the Mall of America, not much here. Which is okay. Let me catch back up in the comments here. I'm glad you mentioned the Denny Sywell book because I'm on the road for the next 9 days now, 8 days. No, I'll be home next Sunday, next week. I'm flying back home after San Antonio. I brought that book with me, and I just started reading it too, about 20 pages into it. Looks like it's going to be a nice read. I forget the lady who co-wrote it with him, but much of it is going to be about Paul. But I'm just reading about his early life, and comes from a musical family, and was in the Navy too. I didn't realize that he was in the Navy at all, which was really cool. You learn a lot about Denny Sywell in his early days in that book. Mr. Martinez, hello, man. Thank you for all your tips and travel guidance because you really helped me out with that. Thank you. Yes, like early days, Denny said when he visited Paul, he heard a song, they all got teary-eyed. Yeah. I saw that too. Andrew just released a nice video about Press to Play. I didn't watch it yet. It's in my watch later. I guess he saw our friend Luca, our friend Luca Perazzi, maybe, who's got a new book out on. Of course, we've interviewed him too, and it's nice to see some traction on Press to Play. We at Hands Across the Water are going to do an episode on that album really soon, where we actually we're going to propose what the super deluxe edition of Press to Play is going to be. We're going to build it out disc by disc. Disc 1 is this, disc 2 is that, disc 3 is this, disc 4 is that. We're going to go track by track because we've all talked about what Press to Play could be, what we want it to be. But me, Tony, and Kyle are actually going to build that thing, disc by disc. So look for that probably in the next few weeks. Linda generally does not watch YouTube videos or concerts from fans in the crowd. Yeah, because they are. But I was talking about your comment about watching a professionally recorded concert. Paul's video team does do a nice job of recording the concert, like when you watch the live screen. And I haven't had to watch it a whole lot because my seats have been really good. I watched it in Vegas a little bit because we were off to the side. So a couple of times I glanced up at the video screen. When people are up that close, though, when they film the video screen, that makes my head scratch. What are you doing? You're in the 5th row. Watch the stage. Don't watch the freaking screen. That's for everybody behind you. Don't get me wrong. I'll glance at it occasionally, unless I don't have seats in the 1st row at any show. But what I would love is if they would drop the recorded, those shows that his video team capture are great because it's just the band. You see the crowd occasionally when they're panning the crowd in the first 20 rows and stuff. It's usually in the center. And we usually see Joan. we usually lose count of how many times we see Joan. But those are great. Those are awesome. And I wish those would come out. Lynn, would you pay? I'm sure all of us would pay $20 to download the professionally pro shot recording of Paul in Minneapolis. And you could go watch it. And go watch the concert, I think that would be great. I've said that for years. I do love the in-house video team that actually recorded, but it's not in-house. They're Paul's people doing it because he gives them a shout out. No, although I didn't really have time to go looking a whole lot, but I don't think there was any. So far, well, I've only been to 2 so far, but I'll say I enjoy them both equally. Vegas was great because I hadn't been to Vegas in 15 years, and I got to meet up with Joan again. But really, members of the Two Legs family and Ted, our friend Dane, and we sat together. So that was cool because our seats were together, and we didn't even plan that. and we all watched the show together, and that was really fun. Minneapolis was cool because, again, I didn't find any problem with Paul. I think Paul was a little more chatty in Minneapolis than Vegas, although there was more celebs in Vegas for sure. And his grandson was there, and Barbara Bach's sister was there. So they've both been awesome so far. I'm really looking forward to Tulsa and San Antonio in terms of the sights and things like that. But I've loved them both equally. Richard, I really have. Thank you. The one that was recovered? No, he is not. Yeah, Luca's book is very detailed on the instruments that were used on the album, the musicians who played on the album. It's very detailed oriented that way. Okay. Most. Well, I don't know about that because all that was done after Press to Play. You could include that as a bonus. No, we have not. No. About what? Oh, about the lyrics, Tom? You mean like how they were on the poster? There's my partner in crime. You mean how they were just on a poster? Yeah, I know. Christian says, as I stated before, Paul's team should contact the Neil Young archive team and learn how to create a subscription. Yes. Oh, take my money. Well, and again, that might be coming because he did make this new deal with Amazon. So we don't know. Maybe that's coming in the future. That was all part of the press release that we read last month. James says, apart from Rock Show, Paul's live concert vids are pretty poor. Yeah. And now also, too, I don't know if you noticed on YouTube, somebody dropped a 2K remaster of the Live in the New World show, which looks nice. It's been upscaled, but I still don't like that as a concert film. Too much cutting, the color, the black and white, the crowd shots, and I don't like that. Oh, lesser known. Oh, right. Yeah, that was odd. You're right. I don't know why he said it was a lesser known track. He talks about that with Come On To Me. And I think he said, if you don't like it or you don't know it, too bad, something like that. I do wish he would swap Lovely Rita back in like he did back in 2013. That was awesome. Lovely Rita hearing that again was awesome. But again, you're in the moment. You're enjoying Paul. It's awesome. But yeah. But they're not the best. They're really not. Rock Show it's the gold standard. They are. I think Tom and I did a rewatch of Back in the U.S. for a show a while back. Tom says he has a feeling we'll see minor set list changes in Atlanta. Well, that's a good point, right? Because in the cities where there's 2 dates, he's going to probably change something out. Now, we don't think it's probably going to be the opener, right? Because Help is the new song for this tour. So what is he swapping out? Now, if you're a gambling man, of which I'm not, I don't gamble. I buy Paul McCartney tickets and I win. Montreal and Hamilton. Now we know maybe we'll get Michelle in Montreal, but if he's gonna put the whole project together for one performance of Mull of Kintyre and do it in Hamilton, why not just do it for the Montreal shows too? Please. I'll take Michelle, but boy, Mull of Kintyre would be great. It's just probably not likely though. But yeah, any dates where there's 2 back-to-back, you're going to get something swapped out. One song at least. We'll have to see. Well, that's a good show. Recorded that live on DirecTV in 1999. Yeah, you saw that, right? That's a new upload. You saw 2 shows on that tour. Cool, James. Lynn says, if I could see a professionally filmed concert of Paul and the band stage live without the audience, and they show that on the giant IMAX screen near me, of course. Yes. Yeah. No. No, 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 no. Yeah. Well, some. Yeah. Run Devil Run in Atlanta. Yes. Yeah. Well, you are among the privileged few, my friend. You and Beatley Tone and a few others who heard Mull of Kintyre once. We'll have to see. But I know that Hamilton show has been. I told him to come back later. 2:00. I'm live. Goodbye. Housekeeping. Again with the knock. Go away. Well, yeah. Gold standard. Gold standard, man. Can watch that any day of the week. Any day of the week. And throw in the sound check too. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The 90, it's awful. It's awful. All right. How about time for some Paul McCartney touring trivia? 5 questions today, but they are multi answers. And I don't have them to bring up, as on a scroll. We're on the road here, so I had to kind of just do it on the cuff, okay? And I'm going to give you plenty of time to answer them. There's only 5 questions, so we'll take our time with them. So, and they're easy. They actually really are easy. One answer is a lot, but we're going to give you time. We're going to give you time to answer them, and we'll do trivia, and then we'll say goodbye and get ready for some Sunday football. And I'll tell you where, again, the next stops and do all that good stuff there. All right. Here we go. The Got Back Tour trivia here on the Sunday Live. Okay. And you can, this is easy. Really is when you think about it. Okay. And you've got to get everything in one comment. Okay. Especially these, every question has a multi answer to it. Okay. Every question today has multi parts to it. Okay. So, and usually the number is going to be 10. Okay. So we're going to give you time. All right. Give you a couple minutes and we'll move on. Question number 1. Okay. What are the most 10 performed songs live ever in a Paul McCartney concert? 10. What are the top 10 songs that he has played the most from 1972 until now? There's 10. I can tell you right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are Beatles songs. Okay? What are the 10 most performed songs of all time from Paul McCartney live? And I'll give you the numbers too. Throw them out there. This. Come on now. You could throw 5 off the top of your head easily. Throw them in there. Come on now. And they don't have to be in any order either. Just get the 10 in there. I'm not gonna mark you down if you submitted a song that had less performances than the other. You get all 10, you get all 10. I was surprised to see number 10. I did not think the 10th song was going to be in the top 10 and played, but it is. But it hasn't been played in a long time, I can tell you that. Give you some time here. Go ahead and cheat and ask ChatGPT, Google, Setlist, whatever. We're off the clock here. Go ahead. Give you all a few minutes here to get it ready. Throw them in there. I'm expecting Tony D or maybe Tom Liverani to throw in to get in the first one here, possibly, or James Boyce. Those are my guesses. Top 10 most performed songs of all time by Paul McCartney. We got time. It's Sunday. Relax. As long as you guys don't mind waiting, I don't mind waiting. You're on your mobile phones. Yep. Brought plenty of reading along the way, too. Power of the People book. I've got about 5 books that I'm in the middle of reading right now. The John and Paul book I still have to finish. The Denny Seiwell book. This monstrosity. A lot. It's a lot to go through. Let's see. Okay. Tony D is first. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. All My Loving is not in there. Wrong. Bum, 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 bum. Joe Manganiello. No. That is wrong. Let's see. Tom Liverani. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close, but no cigar. Nope. Let's see. Jet, Band on the Run, Abbey Road Medley, Get Back, Let It Be, Hey Jude, Let Me Roll It. No. Nope. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check. Jet, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. No. Get Back is not in the top 10, James Martinez. It is not. It is not. And this is all according to setlist.fm, which is as of this morning, which is including Paul's show in Minneapolis on Friday night. Live and Let Die, Hey Jude, maybe Madonna, Black. No. No. Nope. Let's see if Richard got it right. Richard says, let's see, 1, 2, 3. No. No Blackbird. Nope. I've seen all the right answers, but not in one concise answer. Let's see if Ted's got it. Yeah, Let It Be. Nope. No, Long and Winding Road is not in the top 10. It is not. Nor is My Love. All right. I think these are all the answers I've seen so far. Here's what setlist.fm says. Number 1, Lady Madonna, 772. Then Let It Be with 756. Then Hey Jude with 740. Then Band on the Run with 718. Live and Let Die with 710. The Golden Slumbers Medley with 637. Back in the USSR with 634. Yesterday at 631. Let Me Roll It at 620. And Eleanor Rigby with 557. Those are your most top 10 performed songs, which I think, maybe I'm amazed is not in there. It's not. You would think it is, but it's not. It is not in there. So I'll go back. Maybe I'll award that one to whoever got it the closest. Give yourselves a point. Give yourselves all a point for that one because we're all so close. You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. You all get a point. Well done. Question number 2. Okay? All right. Now, name all of Paul's tours since 2002. In other words, tell me the name of the brand, right? What's the brand name of the tour? We know what this one is, but go back to when Paul's current touring band started, when they got together in 2002. There have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tours with this band. Okay. Tell me the names of all those tours. Okay. Starting with going back to 2002 up to 2025. Tell me the names of those tours. They haven't been too creative. They haven't. Some of them have been, but tell me the name of all those tours. Okay, what were they called? Just going back to the beginning. Yeah, we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking for 9 answers. Okay. And then the third one is going to be the doozy one. That's one where you're going to have to do some thinking, but it shouldn't be too hard. Because if you know Paul's touring history, you should be able to just throw these ones out at you. So I'm just giving you an advanced notice on the next song. The next question, rather. Okay. Tell me the names of the Paul's tours since 2002. And of all of those, I saw every one of them except 2005. I was not able to go to any shows in 2005, sadly. But I was at the Highline Ballroom in 2007, so that's kind of like my trade-off with the Liveranis and the gang, even though we didn't know each other back then. So it's the one regret I have. I wish I could have went in 2005, but every other tour I have seen since then. Ted goes 9. I would have said 3. They all sound the same. Well, they have different names. They do. What were the names of those tours? I'm going to say Tom, because Tom is Tom Liverani. He's been going since 76, and he knows all this stuff. Sorry, Lynn. Yeah. 2002. And McCartney years, that just, 20-something years is like in the blink of an eye. Ooh. He just dipped out to see Liverpool lose at home to Man U. Damn. And we're surprised that that's continuing. We really thought at the end of 2024 in London, in Manchester and London, like that was going to be it. So in July, when we heard North American tour, we're like, what? All right, we have an answer. Let's see here. Okay. James, you have some of them, but not all of them. There was one. Driving World, Us Tour, Good Evening Europe, Out There, One-on-One, Freshen Up, Got Back, close, Joe. Close. No. Nope. So close, but yet so far. As Frankie sings. I don't even think he needs to name the tours. Just say Paul McCartney live in this city. You don't even name them. Give you all a couple more minutes here to chime in. James. Okay, here we go. I think this is the winner here. Back in the USA, touring USA, back in the US, back in the world, Europe 04, US 05, summer 09, up and coming, Out There, One-on-One, Got Back, Freshen Up. So this is, again, I'm going on set list, but they had him titled a little bit differently, set list FM, Driving World. So like, I'm looking at the 2002, 3 one as 4 is like all the same, like back in the US, back in the world. That's one tour, right? And the 04 is part of that. And all the shows between 2002, 2003, and 2004 are kind of that back in the US, back in the world, Driving World tour. That's how Setlist FM has it. That's how I always thought it was anyway. So that's like one tour. Okay, so that's one. Driving is one. Okay. Back in the US tour, 2005, Chaos. Okay. 2009, Summer Live / Good Evening Europe is 3. 2010/11 was the Up and Coming tour. Okay. 2011, 2012 was the On the Run tour, where I saw him at Yankee Stadium when he did the night before. That was tremendous. 2013, 14, and 15 was the Out There tour. That's 6. Okay. 2016, 17 was the One-on-One tour. Saw him in Prudential. Okay. 2018, 19 was the Freshen Up tour. And starting in 2022, it's Got Back. So those are the tours. Those are the 9 tours that have been going on since then. You exactly. Oh, Lynette, you are so right. You are so right. And tote bags, because we need more tote bags. Those are the 9 tours. Again, you all got so close, so you all get a point today. Give yourselves a point today. And then if anybody wins today, and if you all win today, and there's not some clear-cut winner, and you're not already in our Discord community on 2 legs, we'll put you in there. How about that? Because we're on tour. We're on tour with Paul. So if you're not already in there and you happen to win today, send me an email, and I'll give you a link, and come on in. Okay. Those were the 9, again, according to Setlist.fm. Tony saw him in 05 and 11 only because I knew about the U.S. tour because of the poster. Okay. All right, now. Okay. This one. This one is comprehensive, but it's easy. Okay. She's going to go, he's saying it's easy again, because it is. Okay. In what years did Paul McCartney do no touring whatsoever? We're talking about from 1970 to the present date. Okay. We know the 70s, obviously, he did a lot of touring. The 80s, he didn't. Okay. But there are a lot of years out there between 1970 and 2002 where he did not tour. Okay. And I'm not talking about Live Aid or, what's the Princess Trust performance in 86 or any one-off live performance or anything else. I'm talking about bona fide Paul McCartney tours, okay? No TV appearances, no one-off gigs, TV, anything. I'm talking about bona fide touring. What years did Paul do no touring whatsoever, okay? And we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 21 answers. 21 answers, okay, for this one. What years did Paul McCartney / Wings / whatever do no touring whatsoever? Come on now, card catalog time. Think of it. Go from 1970 to the present day. And then we got 2 more music-based ones. Again, one is Wings-based and one is solo-based. Let's see what we got. Anybody out there? We're dropping off. I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds, and I'm going to just tell you. Okay, Lynn A. Let's see. 70, correct. 71, correct. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. Bingo! Oh, you're forgetting 1 year. You are so close. But you know what? We'll see what other people say. You're forgetting 1 year, darling. You are forgetting 1 year. Lynn A is the closest right now. She's got every year right except 1. Oh boy. No, he did tour in 2002. No, it's a little more recent. Okay. Actually, you forgot 2 years, Lynn. I'm sorry. You forgot 2 years. James just mentioned it here. No, you're missing some years there. No, he toured in 08 and 06. Now, of course, 1970. Yeah. Lynn, you forgot 2 years, honey, darling, actually. 2. She's still the closest, though. She's the most accurate so far. Yes, we'll give Tony some time. And I've got about 20 minutes left, so we'll speed rush these last 2 questions too. Once we get some answers coming in here. As you can already tell, a lot of them were a lot of the answers were in the 80s because it was after Wings and there was no touring, right? So a good chunk of your answers are going to be from the 80s. Yeah, I just had to come up with them on the fly, Yep. Correct. 91, no, 91 he toured. 91 there were shows. There were shows in 91. They were smaller shows, but they were tours. They were ticketed shows. Let's see if James Martinez got it here now. 70. Nope, you don't have 1970 on there, bud. It is. Bingo! 2020 and 2021. That's right. So far we're going to give this one to Lynn right now. We're going to award this one to Lynn because she added it. Those 2 years. I don't see your first answer, Tone. Mrs. Beatley Tone said I haven't seen you drop it in. Yeah, and we're not counting that TV performance home of Lady Madonna. Oof, that was rough. Yeah. Yep. All right, here we go. Just going to tell them to you. 1970, 71, 74, 78, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2020, and 2021. There's your answer. There's your answer, gang. So we're gonna award that one to Lynn A exclusively because points are hard for that gal to come by, and damn it, she deserves it. So Lynn, you, my darling, are awarded the winner on that one. Even though you forgot about COVID. Well, COVID made a lot of people forget about it. Moving on. Okay. A little bit more of an easier, simpler question. Okay. Please name me the 10 most performed Wings songs that Paul has played. Some of these you've already said before. We're looking for 10. Okay. Wings. Because when you go on set list, they call these covers, right? So give me the 10 most performed Wings songs in Paul McCartney's career. James Boyce's comment. I didn't see James Boyce's comment. I don't see it. I don't see a comment from him, Tone. Yes. The 10 most performed Wings songs of all time as of Friday night. Again, the first 5, you should probably be able to tick down real easy. The other 5, maybe not so much. I don't think James Boyce would mind me giving it to Lynn either. No, Wings only. You're hinting at the next question. The last question of the day is going to be the top 10 solo songs he's played live. That's question number 5. Question number 4 is Wings. Whether he played them or Wings played them. What are the most 10? Yes, congrats to Lynn. Yeah. Oklahoma was never like this. I got to find a sign that says that and take a picture there. Press to play. And yes, I think we're going to go full album art shirt for Tulsa because I'll be up close. And I think it's probably going to be London Town. Pop or flowers. We'll see. James Liverani wants me to wear flowers. Other people have said London Town. We'll see. Give you all some time. I'm going to wrap up in about 15. Oh, let's see who comes in first here. Come on, drum roll, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I'm sorry, 7 of them are still on the set list. So that should make things pretty easy too. 7 of the top most performed Wings songs are still in Paul McCartney's set list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that should make things a little easier. They're in the show right now. So then you've got to think about 3 more that have been played a lot, but maybe not recently. And that'll probably help you out. 1, 2, yeah. And 1's been very recent, but it's been recently dropped. Okay. James says, let's see, we got it. Band on the Run. Yes. Jet. Yes. Live and Let Die. Yes. Let Me Roll It. Let Him In. My Love. Letting Go. That's only 7, bud. But yes, those are all correct, but that's not all of them. We're looking for 10. And My Love, interesting enough, fun fact, was last played in 2011, which makes sense because that's the year that he married Nancy, of course. So, and then he wrote My Valentine, and that's kind of taken the spot of that. But My Love is in the top 10. So those are all correct, but we're missing 3 more. So, okay. Let's see what Tom says. Tom says, let me roll it. Yes. No, not listen to what the man said. Yes, Letting Go. Coming up is technically a Paul McCartney song, not a Wings song. Hi, hi, hi. No. Maybe Amazed. No, because that's technically a solo song. My Love, yes. Band on the Run, yes. Jet. Again, it's how it gets broken down and credited when you look at the titles, right? Like anything off of Ram is Paul McCartney and Paul and Linda McCartney. Maybe I'm Amazed is technically a Paul McCartney song that Wings covers. You see what I'm saying? Wings, honey, Wings, Wings. Good guesses, though. But with a little luck, sadly, he's never been played live. It was supposed to be played live. It was rehearsed for the 1980 tour of Japan, but it was not, sadly, ever played live, sadly. And My Valentine is a solo song. But yeah. I have not seen one song yet that I've heard of. Let's see. Tony D says, well, and yes, of course, Live and Let Die. Tony says, Jet, yes. Jet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No Hi, 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 or Rock Show. Or Listen to What the Man Said. Wrong. James, Band on the Run, yes. Jet, yes. Live and Let Die. Let Me Roll It. Let Him In. My Love. Letting Go. Junior's Farm. Nope. No Silly Love Songs or Mrs. Vanderbilt. I think you're all going to be surprised. In the interest of time, we're going to move it ahead, and I'm going to tell you the right answers, okay? Here are the top 10. Band on the Run, Live and Let Die, Let Me Roll It, Jet, 1985, Let Him In, My Love, Letting Go, Junior's Farm, Sea Moon, and Mrs. Vanderbilt. Those are your 10. Mrs. Vanderbilt and Sea Moon are the top 10 most played Wings songs ever. as of Friday night. Yeah, Seamoon was in there for a while, and Mrs. Vanderbilt too. I didn't jot the numbers down for those, but I think they're in the two. I've got the numbers down for the solo songs. So yeah, just again, Band on the Run, Live and Let Die, Let Me Roll It, Jet, 1985, Let Him In, My Love, Letting Go, Junior's Farm, and Seamoon. Sorry, that was 10. Yeah, Seamoon. Yes. Mrs. Vanderbilt was 11. That was the bonus one. That was 10. Sorry. It cuts off at Seamoon. All right, last one of the day. You already probably already know it. Most solo songs performed live. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. You did have Seamoon, Joe. Yeah, last one. Yes, it has. Last one is, what are the top 10 most performed solo songs by Paul McCartney? Now that I've told you what I've told you about how things are credited, okay, think about it. And you're going to be surprised with this one, because there is a lot of news. There's songs. So out of the 10 songs, okay, one is from the 70s, two are from the 80s. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, no. 1, 2, 3 are from the 70s. 1, 2 are from the 80s. And the rest of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are from the 10s, the 2010s. Okay, these are songs just credited to Paul McCartney. And what are those top 10? This was the most interesting one, I felt. And then we're going to call it a day. One more, and then we're going to call it a day here from Minneapolis. And then I'll join you again on the road, probably in Tulsa at some point, either on Instagram or alive here at some point. So this was interesting. And these numbers I have for you once you're ready, once we get through it. I doubt people will probably, this one might be the toughest for people because it's so all over the place, because these are songs just credited to Paul. And a lot of them are more recent than you think. Give it a think. You've got three in this top 10 are from an album that is 12 years old. That's interesting. I think if you know what I'm talking about, you'll know. Yep. There's 5. There's 5 for you right there. No, 10. 10. 10 songs. But those are 5 of the 10. So there's a little cheat for you. Thank you, Ted. Go Giants today, buddy. See what you got here. And we'll wind down the Sunday Live. See what you got. Come on, peeps. Come on, people. All right, James Boyce. Maybe I'm amazed every night. Coming up here today. Oh, no on Flaming and no on Calico, but yes on New and yes on Queenie Eye. Close, but no cigar. Very close. No. Some right answers in there, some wrong. I'm going to give another minute or so, and I'm going to tell you the answer. Give people another 30 seconds to chime in. Okay. Yep. No. Couple yes, couple wrong. All right, man. Yes. We're winding down anyway. The correct answer for the most top solo songs ever performed with the numbers. Hang on here and we'll wrap it up. Number 1, Maybe I'm Amazed with 519 performances. Then Here Today with 481. Then Coming Up with 374. Then My Valentine, a setlist staple since 2012 with 318. Then we go to New with 243 performances. Dance Tonight with 233. Every Night with 217. Queenie Eye with 217. Save Us, the album opener from New, with 144. And lastly, the first single from Paul McCartney, Another Day, with 135. Yes, there is the top 10. My Valentine. That's it. My Brave Face. I wish My Brave Face. And for James, Tom, that's why I'm going to wear flowers, I think, in Tulsa, because he wants that back in the set. So I'm going to wear that shirt for him right over there from James. From James Martinez, but for your son. So Save Us was in the top 10. So that's going to wrap it up here from the road here in Minneapolis as the North American tour continues on to Tulsa tomorrow. I will check in with you all from the road, check my socials, check Instagram, check the reels here on my YouTube page, check Two Legs, and stay tuned for Hands, because we got a great episode coming probably with her this week with Kyla. So lots of activity here. Beatles, solo, Paul, all on the road. Looking forward to continue it and sharing it with you as well. So sound check for Tulsa. I will get that list to you, Tom Liverani. So everybody out there, enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy everything. Enjoy the music. Enjoy your families. And enjoy each other. Be safe, and we'll talk to you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.